welcome back to Homestead Corner. Today I want to talk about storing batteries properly. So today I wanted to talk about storing batteries safely and properly so we get the most out of our batteries and the biggest bang for our buck. Definitely in this economy we can't afford to be losing stuff. Things are just so expensive. We need to make sure that the things that we're collecting and preparing and putting in our preps are things that are going to last and things that we can actually use. So being very selective on your things is important, and making sure that we are getting things that are going to last and storing them properly so it will help them last as long as possible. So one of the things that we do is I have this battery daddy, and there are a bunch of different battery organizers out there, but I think they are pretty important, especially for any open batteries. If you've got your batteries sealed in the packages, that is fine. But once you open those packages, you need to make sure you're storing them properly, because you can start a fire in your house. They can definitely arc. And you want to make sure that they are staying charged for as long as possible. So I really like this battery daddy, and it even comes with a little meter so you can check your battery before you use it. Some of the cheaper batteries, they do lose their charge over time. I am seeing that more and more, and I don't know if the batteries are already older when I'm getting them, especially the really cheap batteries. But they are not holding the charge quite so long as they used to. I used to be able to keep the dollar store batteries for over a year without too much of a problem, but I'm noticing 8 months, 9 months, if you check with the charger, you can tell the battery is definitely losing some of its oomph, and we don't want that. We want them to be ready to go when we need them. So this holds a ton of batteries. I don't remember, probably 100 and something batteries, but this is all double A's in the back, and triple A's, double A's, and your CD 9 volt. I've even got some little batteries down here, the little coin batteries for scales and whatever, different things that need those. I have a couple flashlights and stuff that need those round coin batteries. So, so making sure that you've got them safely stored is really important. We do keep some of our extra batteries. We have a couple of these bins, and these are just plastic shoe boxes from the Dollar Tree or Walmart or wherever you can find them. Probably got some hanging around your house. They are excellent for storage and keeping things organized. We have one for our bigger batteries and one for our smaller batteries. And I keep these in here, they are in the packages. Once they're open, they gotta come out. So they're sealed up in the packages so the batteries cannot touch each other. Because if you've got batteries and they're just all flying around in there, you could definitely have some problems. Your batteries can positive to negative. They start touching, sitting there for a while, they can arc and start a fire. You want to be extremely careful of that. That's why I really like the storage container once it's open. And we usually buy these big, huge packages at BJ's or something like that. We buy some of them because they're really inexpensive that way for the amount of batteries you get. But you want to make sure they've got a nice long guarantee on them, so they're going to stay charged while they're sitting, because those big packs, you just don't blow through them like a 2-pack or a 1-pack or 4-pack. You blow through those pretty quickly. So you just want to make sure that once you open them, you've got a way to store them properly so they're safe. If you check with the manufacturers, they're going to tell you to keep your batteries in a dry, cool place. So you want to make sure that your pantry is a wonderful place for them, because it's pretty even temperature. If it gets too hot, your batteries can explode. So you don't want to put them in the attic or, you know, the top of your garage where it gets to be a bazillion degrees in the middle of the summer. And you also do not want to store them in an area that freezes, because when it gets really, really cold, it's going to draw the energy out of those batteries and they're not going to be any good. So putting them in the pantry, I find, is the best way because it's the most stable area for temperature wise. I keep it dry, dark, cool. I want them, but not cold. You know, it's cool, like 50 degrees, 60 degrees. If you have that for storage, that is going to be your best bet. Room temperature, a lot of them will tell you to keep your batteries at room temperature, and that works perfectly as well. So if you can keep them in your pantry at, you know, 70 degrees, they're going to be just great. We want to make sure that anything we're investing in right now, that it's going to last for us. It's going to be there when we need it, and we don't have to worry about it. So there's not just one way to do this, definitely, but you want to make sure those batteries are not connecting together. They're not all willy-nilly flying around in a, like the shoebox. The shoebox is great if they're sealed in their packaging, but once you open them, I think this was a super good deal. I picked this up at Home Depot for like $9.99. I think it was around Christmas time or something when I purchased it. But it was really inexpensive, and I love that it comes with the little meter so I can check the battery. And you can see it work. Just when you put any battery on it, it's going to work. And it tells you how to put the battery in, so you know. And we'll just slide that right in there, and it goes up to a D-size battery. And you can see this has got a full charge on it. And these batteries have been sitting for a while. These are not stuff that I bought recently. I have actually been picking up some Energizer batteries recently because they're cheap at the Dollar Tree. So, but this one has been sitting for a while, and it still is in that full charge mode. So it's still going to work for quite a long time. And we just like to make sure that our batteries are stored safely. We don't want to cause a house fire. We don't want them to go bad. We don't want them exploding either. So battery storage is important, and I think that you can have quite a lot of batteries in your storage and still keep them good, and they're going to last. Your bigger name brand stuff, of course, they are a little bit more expensive, but they have that longer shelf life, so they're going to last longer. And I don't keep a ton of the dollar store batteries, but we do keep a few of them. Stuff that I know that we're going to use up within a year, so I know that it's not going to go bad on me. And, you know, hey, cheap batteries are great, but we want them to be there when we need them. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.